What up? It's your boy AV.
Hard in the scrimmage, that's why I'm looking at these dudes like we talking about practice. The Fuego support your back like a Tempur-Pedic mattress.
And you're listening to You Can't Sit With Us Radio. Skirt, skirt.
Threshold Brace Productions.
Hey yo, what's happening? Welcome
Wait.
back.
Alright, go.
Hey yo, what's happening? Welcome back to another episode of You Can't Sit With Us Radio, featuring myself, Ellen Vicious, and Q. What's up, Q?
What's going down, man?
Oh, man, I'm trying to get over this damn cold.
Yeah, bro. I hear you out here sounding. Got the sniffles going, man.
Just change the weather.
Yeah. Did you just get that today?
It started like yesterday, a little bit.
Yesterday.
And I don't know. I was fine like in the morning, and then I don't know what happened after that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. You know, it go from 30 degrees, then go to 60 all of a sudden.
I guess it's the time of year for it. I mean, it's, the cold is finishing up. Yeah. So, hopefully it should be your last time getting sick for a while.
Then it'll start back raining again.
Yeah, man, you just stay in the house.
Yeah.
I told you to take them emergencies, bro. You gotta take them just like normally. I just started doing that.
I took some Robitussin.
Robitussin is like the old people medicine, bro. My granddad always told me to take Robitussin when I was sick.
It helped though.
Yo, yeah, Robitussin, especially, bro. You take you take it at night, put you right to sleep.
Yeah, they got the day and night actually.
Yeah, put you right to sleep.
Yeah. Oh man, so we got a lot to talk about. I know by the time this interview drop, I mean, we got R. Kelly talk about. We got Jussie.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got to talk about? And,
Kelly, Jussie. Man, I think those are the two biggest. I can't think of who else it needs to be talked about.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about it in a minute, but let me introduce our guests. As always, we keep the dopest guests on the show. Today's like no other. We got Jay Tokio on the show today, DJing producer out of here in Nashville, Tennessee. What's up, man? How you doing?
It was good.
How you day going?
Going good. Had midterms today. I got a 95.
Okay. Stun on them.
Flex.
How long you been studying for that midterm?
I had to say 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's a huge flex.
Yeah.
All right, man. So, let's talk about, man. Let's start talking about Jussie Smollett for a sec. I need y'all thoughts, opinions. What
Well, me, I just think the whole situation is just wild, bro. Like, and it was crazy because I know I'm always gonna reference this, but like listening to Joe Budden, so like their podcast, like they were saying that this was fishy from the beginning, which I could see both sides. Like I could see why they would say it's fishy and why it could possibly be true, and then it all came out that it's basically a lie, and it's like, damn, like now I understand. And then looking back, like you could see like some of that shit was kind of weird, bro. Like this nigga, like you pay people that you work with, like to beat you up and to call it a hate crime. Like that's whack, bro. That's horrible. And like he did all that shit, because Empire, he wasn't getting paid enough and all that nonsense, bro. Like
how much is he getting paid though?
Bro, he made
it was like 20,000.
Yeah, like a 20,000 an episode, bro. Like he wasn't making no chump change, and it was like, fam, for you to do all that, bro, like it wasn't even worth it at all.
Like
quitting the show then.
Facts.
My whole thing was like, this took place in Chicago, and you have KKK members jump you in the middle of Chicago. Like that don't really make sense because everybody on the block of Chicago is some shooters.
Yeah, facts.
Right, ain't no Subway stay open at 2 a.m. I was trying what?
It included Subway, bro. I would at least pick the better restaurant, bro. Somewhere that's open late, like Wendy's or something. If he would have picked Wendy's, I might have believed him a little bit.
Or McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's, man, bro. Ain't nothing better than a McGriddle at 3 a.m.
Oh
yeah. Ain't nothing better than a McGriddle at 3 a.m., bro. So if he would have did that, I would have believed him.
At that time too, it was like 20 below and all that shit. I'm like, what?
Like ain't nobody out here trying to jump you, bro. Everybody in the crib.
No.
It's 20 below. You out here trying to Stay something.
Jussie damn near canceled, bro. Like he gotta, man. And I don't know what they gonna do with Empire, man. How they gonna swap him out? Like, cause they could either do the kill him off role, or they could just hire somebody else to replace him.
Aunt Viv replacement.
Yeah, and you just gonna see in the credits such and such has been replaced by blah blah blah, and they just gonna keep going like that shit ain't never happened. So I don't know how they're gonna do that.
Was it so we need a reverse Aunt Viv replacement?
Yeah.
So like instead of him being light skinned, make him dark skinned.
Yeah, he's gonna be dark skinned now. He's gonna be dark skinned. It's gonna be a wrap. I don't know how that's gonna be really interesting to see how that folds up. Like I don't know how they gonna swap him out.
They finally got R. Kelly too, though.
Yes.
Oh,
yes. Yep. They got Robert in there. He got bail. He got bail today. Well, not today, but he got bail like yesterday or the day before, something like that. Okay. Yeah, bro. He got bail, but I don't think that's the last of that we'll hear of them, because I think, just after the video and everything, bro, it just sparked a lot to where they was like, all right, we got to get this nigga out of here.
I'm not going to lie. I was going to start a GoFundMe to take R. Kelly to jail myself, but I was just gonna take the money and dip.
Yo, you probably even if whether you took R. Kelly or not, you probably make some good money off of that, though.
Oh yeah. You heard about was it some dude who only wanted like $10 to make potato salad, and they ended up giving him like $500,000?
Goodness.
Yeah.
I gotta make a GoFundMe black off something just like wild.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna make it for. I had to think about that, but I'm gonna have to make it GoFundMe for something. But yeah, they got Kelly out of here. Get that nigga out of here. And that's why I was still hurt that I couldn't listen to the old R. Kelly music no more. But now it just don't sound right no more. I was a little sick about that, because at first I was like, I'm not turning off R. Kelly, and then like as I started to listen more and more, and I listened to the lyrics, it just sounded sick. And I was like, nah, I can't. It's just different for me now.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, so Jay, tell me how you got started in DJing.
Oh, funny thing, it was senior year. Well, actually no. Like I graduated high school, and me and my friend Nick, we was just bored just at like this game store called Game Exchange back in like South Haven, Mississippi. Mm-hmm. And they decided to sell like DJ Heroes for like, what was it, $7 with the controller.
Oh man.
And then on one of the missions, it was like you had to do a battle against like DJ Qbert, and I got interested in scratching. And so was it after my first like semester in school, right once I got that student refund, I went and bought like a controller to like get started. And I was like, it was the Newmark Mixtrack Pro 3 white edition.
That's what I use now, but I use the black one.
See, like, the Mixtrack is nice, but I just hate the crossfader. It bleeds easily.
Yeah. I can see that. I don't experience it as much because I got to do like weddings and stuff. So.
Oh yeah, I was just trying to start scratching on it. Mm-hmm. Like you could do it, but it's not like highly recommended.
Yeah, right.
And so I got into that. I did a couple like little things for like the Art Institute. Mm-hmm. And they called me back here for my bad. They just called me back and forth to like do little like orientation shows. Yeah. And the pay wasn't really just nothing. Like I'll get paid maybe like $75 just to play for like 4 hours. Yeah. It sucked, but it was something.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
And then what really made me mad one day is the last time they hired me, I was still going to school there, and it was their last orientation. Then all of a sudden a week later they said like, hey, we're closing down the school. And I was really pissed about that, but they said we're gonna pay you $200, right? And I'm just like, okay, cool, I got rent covered. And then they gave me a gift card, and they said, yeah, you can use this. I go to Walmart, try to cash out, and I can't even get cash back with the card.
Yeah. Damn. Man. Yo, so they didn't tell you about the gift card beforehand?
No, like usually they just hand me an envelope full of money right then and there.
Oh nah, I would have went crazy in that school. Y'all not gonna finesse me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I be livid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's money and I appreciate it. I use it at Walmart, whatever. Get some food, whatever I want. But bro, that's something you tell me like ahead of time. You don't just wait until I'm expecting money and hand me a gift card.
Yeah.
That don't work.
You from Memphis?
Yeah.
What made you move here?
School, cause right once I graduated, not that many schools was really offering audio production, and so I decided to come down here because that was the only thing I heard about, like going to AI, and then all of a sudden there's like a bunch of other schools offering it, and then a year later, as I'm up here, most of the community colleges that got offered for free in Tennessee. Back in Memphis, they started offering audio production. It was like I'm kind of stuck up here now.
Yeah, right. So, how did you teach yourself as far as doing DJing?
It's really just trial and error a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
And just constant YouTube videos. Like I was going to DJ TLM. He does like these little like little like tutorials, podcasts, and everything. And then I was going like DJ City, and then a friend of mine's who I met on like Christmas Day. He actually helped us sneak into like Kung Fu Saloon when I was 19.
Yeah.
And so he also DJ'd there a couple times. And so we was like both teaching each other. Like he was teaching me how to like mix a little bit of EDM to hip hop, and then I was teaching him how to like scratch a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we was just back and forth teaching each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, what do you normally? So like, what kind of events? If I wanted to book you, what kind of events do you normally DJ?
So far, like the events I've been getting right now is little like rap showcases, little house parties, and was it? I'm trying to see what else I did. But I'm just simple stuff like if you needed like just ambient music playing in the background, I'm there. Just anytime to turn up, whatnot. And then like I usually just get my cousin who I've been recording at the house.
Yeah.
He's usually my MC at some places.
Okay.
Like last big thing I did was Vanderbilt's singles mixer for the fraternity. And it was over at Studio 615.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and it was like a funny thing. That actually happened like right on my birthday.
Oh wow.
And it's like I usually don't answer like unknown ass numbers. And it was like just awkward.
Yeah.
And so right once I took this risk, I was like, ooh, I'm glad it's not a bill collector. But yeah, like just all that. Trying to think of something else to say, but
You good? I mean, you answered the question though. You ain't gotta. Yeah.
If you DJ'd outside of Nashville?
I did a cabin party over in Knoxville.
Cabin party. How did that go?
It was awkward. Being a small case of like black people there.
Yeah.
Bear tried to come inside the house.
Goodness.
Yeah. We just had like boxes of pizza. It poked his head in, and all of a sudden it dipped back out.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. That's
What do
wild.
we think about what's that? Oh, Jason.
Oh yeah.
He's in the cabin.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass, man.
Was it like in the middle of nowhere or just
Like it was what was it? We're on like the mountaintops, and it's a company that builds like cabins all throughout this whole mountain. And it's like you just go in, rent through them. Yeah.
So did you how was it like? So kind of going back to the cabin thing. So like, are you a DJ that has your stuff like in a library, or do you stream, or how do you get your music?
Was it trying to download wise or
Yeah, so like if I wanted you to do a cabin party and there was absolutely no Wi-Fi, no service, no signal, no nothing, do you keep your music like in the library?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Was the best thing to do is that a couple hard drives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just want to go organize. Well, I have a couple folders organized like by year, genre, and specific artists.
Yeah.
And then like some things are like quickly downloaded.
Mm-hmm.
So like I have an app to where I can download like song stems from YouTube.
Yeah.
But like beneficial thing about that app, it goes straight to your iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got it from when I was doing this little like internet DJing gig on Craigslist.
Mm-hmm.
And it was more so I was the only person that was playing like a little bit of house, R&B, and everybody else was playing country.
Yeah.
And so like I only did it for like 2 weeks, mainly because like people in the group chat was complaining the whole time. And it was like the guy, he was cool about it. He actually liked that I brought something new to the table.
Mm-hmm.
And so he told me like, hey, like you did good. If only like we had like a better crowd, like you bring in people that you try to bring in.
Yeah.
And so most of like our dedicated fan base, they don't really like you, and we're not saying like we have to let you go, but it's up to you.
Yeah. Right.
And so I decided to go on and leave, and he said like, I believe you're mature enough to like delete the programs, but hey, I'm gonna let you keep that song downloading program. And so like
that's good.
yeah, I haven't talked to him in a while, but I'm pretty sure the radio is still going on, that he monitors over or manages.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a country set before?
No, I hope I don't have to.
Hey, I'm gonna be lit, man.
Yo, country, yeah, man. Like, look, I play that country music in them receptions, bro. They go crazy.
Was like the only country artist I know of that I'll actually listen to is Wheeler Walker Jr.
I've played like one Wheeler Walker Jr. song before, and I still don't know who that person is. I just play a song.
And I remember he came down here for the CMA Awards, and he is pretty much the Lil B of country music.
Okay, so explain what that means.
Like when with Lil B, he took advantage of the internet. Like he came up with the Soulja Boy era.
Yeah.
He started off as the Pack, threw the music around the area, got picked up by Too Short.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he went solo, he knew that like, hey, if I could do this Gucci Mane effect, then I can go and grow my fan base. And so what he was doing, like doing a couple like ignorant ass things, but not too crazy.
Yeah, facts.
Ooh. But like at least bring in some type of comedic views.
Yeah.
And so that's how like Lil B got this huge fan base that is like die hard.
Yeah.
So like he could really just drop like Kanye track where he was like poopity scoop, and everybody's gonna be like,
the lift your hands, or
lift yourself,
lift yourself,
and people's gonna be like, oh, it's just another Tuesday with Lil B. But no, like you gotta give it to like people who's naturally weird, like Old Dirty Bastard. Like they not really doing it for clout, but they do know how to like just get the party going and like keeping people steady interested in them.
Right.
All right, so I know you sent me a mix, the Love Me Valentine's Day mix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, tell me about that mix before we get into it.
Oh, with that mix, it was more so an audition for this show I was doing called The Electric Feng Shui. Mm-hmm. And it was hosted by this MC named Foundation, and we had like Ari Love, Will K Soul, and Goldie, I keep forgetting her name. But she's ultra cool. She got a band. They do like these little like soul hip hop shows, like good community, chill people. And so Foundation, his original DJ counts it out because him and his girl wanted to go out and explore the town, and then his backup DJ counts it out because they wanted to do the same thing. My lonely ass was just available. And so he was like, well, you haven't posted anything on like SoundCloud in a couple years. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll do like audition tape. And what Spotify had been giving me was like some they kept giving me like these R&B love songs. That's like kind of like, not well known or not hitting the radio charts. And so like I started a playlist of like alternative like hip hop and R&B, like strictly on like the topic of love, and I call that romantic garbage. And so the person who originally came up with that name was like Joji. If you was around like the internet during like the dark ages, it was like Joji was this guy named Filthy Frank, who on the internet he was making like memes. He created the the Harlem Shake meme.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so like he constantly had like these messed up videos, and he had this different like characters. One of them was named Pink Guy, and Pink Guy came out with like 2 mixtapes. It was like they have like very like messed up topics on them. But after he stopped ending the Filthy Frank channel, he started working on his own music, and he has a thing for about like love songs. You listen to love songs either because you're in love, you hate love, or you want to be loved. And so like I kind of had like a bunch of songs that made me feel about that, and I just put them together my best way. Like that mix I did, it was like one try go. I was like, I'm not gonna do this again. Well, I'm not gonna just go try to focus strictly on this. It is 3:00 in the morning. My downstairs neighbor's probably pissed at me, so I'm just gonna go as it is. And then I just winged it, and it turned out to be this great mix that I was honestly insecure about, and people just loved it. And so I just spread it around to everybody. I told them like, yo, it's romantic garbage, so let me know how it is.
Yeah, I know this is like 28 minutes long. I'm gonna play like the first 3 minutes of it though. So we're gonna have like what, a 2-hour podcast. We're gonna have like 2 or 3 hours.
Right, they gonna be like, man, is this still the podcast, bro?
All right, so we'll come back. Oh, you can sit with us radio. Welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us Radio. We got Jay Tokio on the show. So, who are some of your favorite artists to listen to and play when you DJ?
I gotta say, main one to play. Well, I got a bunch of artists that I really like to play now. I always gotta make sure I play some K Tronada. Yeah. And then was it a little bit of Brockhampton. Like, they got a couple good songs, at least Turn Up To You. And then was it? I'm leaning on like Duckworth now.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a song you hate playing that you don't like?
I gotta say, any Nicki Minaj song, to be honest. Like,
Oh man.
I can't get into it. Like,
Yeah. Not a fan of the Knicks.
No.
nah.
Of the Knicks.
The Barbs.
The Barbs. The Barbs. Do you get a lot of requests for Nicki?
Yeah, like the only closest song to her that I'll play is probably Ass with Big Sean.
No.
Yeah, man, I haven't played that in a while either.
What about Cardi B? You get a lot of Cardi B?
Yeah, since that's the new day and age.
Yeah.
More people's more requesting her. Was it? Yeah. Like, ain't nothing wrong with the female MCs. It's just like the content they put out is really always cookie cutter.
Yeah.
I get really tired of it.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
I gotta realize that, like, hey, I'm really working for them, not really for myself.
Right.
So it's like sometimes you do just have to go, go against yourself and play tracks that you don't like.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like I download Cardi tracks without even listening to them,
Mm-hmm.
just in case it's like somebody requests them, or maybe because it's like already popular.
Yeah.
But either way, it's like soon, like, you got to treat like your downloads as like a little buffet, like your library, because you got like a certain space, and you just gotta like consume what you think you might need.
Yeah. So with your what do you have anything? So outside of DJing, you mentioned that you what else do you do outside of DJing? Let's start that way.
Oh, was it? I am back producing now.
Okay.
Yeah, I was very. I don't know music theory that well, so when I try to like make a beat, I don't really know what I'm doing. But now that the season,
Trust me, I know.
man. But now that like I'm back in school, at least trying to learn it again. I'm back producing, more so just playing with samples.
Yeah.
And whatnot. I'm a audio engineer, so like I'm mixing and mastering a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
And And then as soon as I get access to the studio at SAE, then I'm just gonna hold studio sessions.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, you have any upcoming big plans that you can actually talk about?
Big plans right now for 2019? I do plan on at least making and releasing 5 or more songs.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's my ultimate goal of this year right now. So far, I'm releasing one song tonight. It's called High Tide.
Mm-hmm.
And I started sampling Kirby 64 Kirby 64 file menu.
Yeah, okay.
And so it came up with like this weird melody, and so I threw like a different effects and then slowed it down.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just been working on that. I finally finished it maybe like a couple nights ago, and a friend of mine's Darius Jenkins. I gotta shout him out later. Give everybody his handle. He made a cover art for it last night, and I got home late from work last night, so I plan on releasing it tonight.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. All right, so like, as far as like DJing out, like, have you DJed outside before? Like a lot of times, like, well, what's like the coldest you ever DJed?
Let's see. I honestly never DJed out in the cold before.
Oh man, you gotta try that one day. You should try it. It'd be interesting if you do. What about like the hottest weather?
I did a kids event. First day of the summer?
Mm-hmm.
And it was also another reason why I remember this day is because I almost got fired from work, and Tekken 7 first came out. And so at first I did a orientation show for AI, and then after I got done with that, I had to go back home, get my table. Break down my table with my turntables, put it in my trunk, and then drive all the way out to Gallington.
Yeah.
And then they wanted me to rent out speakers, and so I went over to Guitar Center on Thompson Lane,
Mm-hmm.
and I asked them like the day before, hey, do you have these speakers? Can you set them over to the side so I can rent them tomorrow? And then they say, sure. I get over there, and they're just like, oh, man, we just already let somebody else get them.
Oh, damn.
And so I'm like, well,
Goodness.
this just messed up my whole plan.
Right.
So now I have to go all the way to, Madison Guitar Center.
Yeah.
Like this one I didn't really know was the Nashville area like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so they didn't have the speakers I really wanted, but they had this giant one single JBL speaker.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, cool. I guess I'll take that. And then they was like, okay, so our rental prices are like $45. I was like, okay, cool. I can work with that. But since it's the one JBL, you have to pay $85.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So because it's only one speaker, you pay more.
Yeah. Well,
That's crazy.
I guess because it was just that brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes
And
sense.
then they roped me into getting the insurance policy. So I already made 75 that day. Then I got paid for my job, and so I already just dropped $100 on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least I'm making $175 after this.
Right. That's
But,
facts.
It was nice. The guy who hired me, he didn't really tell me what type of music. He just said like anything the kids like, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like a huge problem because the song I was downloading top 40 songs, and you got like some people's got like dirty versions, so I downloaded the clean versions, and all the parents had a problem because it was censored. And this is still like 80-degree weather out in like a gated community, and I'm the only person that pulled up in a 2000 Impala. So I see everybody with like their BMWs out, They had a taco truck. It was kind of weird, mainly because it was white people managing it. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that, but it's like sometimes, like, you just question them.
Yeah.
But what was it? They treated me to, like, 2 free tacos and then, like, a Slurpee for free. So I was
Well, that's a plug.
I was grateful for that.
Yeah.
It was like, since, like, most of my songs that I downloaded had, like, sensors on it. So I was just playing, Happy by Pharrell. Like, just back to back to back. And I was playing, like, I dug deep in my library and found Will Smith.
Yeah.
And so they was happy with that. And luckily, the generator, they was finna do like a movie night for a movie night in the middle of like nowhere.
Yeah.
That one failed, so they had to take my generator. So I got to go home early. Yeah.
Well, that works. I mean,
I still got paid. So
yeah. That's what's important, man. I mean, if you still get the cash and you get to leave early, that's lovely. It's a lovely night.
Say no more.
Yeah, right. I done had a couple of weddings like that where it's supposed to go, it's supposed to be me being there for 6-7 hours and either, everybody ready to go or, they don't got the space for as long as they thought or whatever. And I mean, you don't get no refund. Like, you done paid me for this time already. If I leave early, that's not on me. So it works.
All right, so we're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna do random ass questions. These questions have nothing to do with what we talked about today. It's random as hell. I find off the internet or I come up with myself. And when we come back, we're gonna have random ass questions.
I'd probably take her. Play that shit on TNT.
Got me stressed out, ayy, yeah. These bitches got me stressed out, ayy, yeah. I ain't going, these bitches got me stressed out. I ain't going, these bitches got me stressed out.
These bitches got me stressed out, ayy, yeah. These bitches got me stressed out, ayy, yeah. I ain't going, these bitches got me stressed out. I ain't going, these bitches got me stressed out, ayy, yeah. These bitches got fucked up, ayy, yeah. Bitch, I ain't going now. What's all the talk about? What's all the fake about? Ayy, yeah, so you a hater now. So you wanna talk it up. Psych, bitch, fuck that. I tried to talk it up. See, you missed that. I ain't going out. Like NBA, I let my bank walk. I let my bank talk. Ayy, yeah, text alert, ayy, voicemail alert. Only clientele, online to. Ayy, yeah, she got me pissed off. Ayy, yeah, so I'm going off. Ayy, yeah, watch me take off. Ayy, yeah, watch me pull off.
These bitches got me stressed out. Ayy, yeah. These bitches got me stressed out. Ayy, yeah. I ain't going. These bitches got me stressed out. I ain't going. These bitches got me stressed out.
These bitches got me stressed out. Ayy, yeah. These bitches got me stressed out. Ayy, yeah. I ain't going. These bitches got me stressed out. I ain't going. These bitches got me stressed out. These bitches got me stressed out. Ayy, yeah. These bitches got me stressed out. Ayy, yeah. I ain't going. These bitches got me stressed out. I ain't going. These bitches got me stressed out.
Bitch, I'm done though. She got me fucked up, baby. I'ma shoot him. I'ma shoot him. They tryna tell me my pen is crazy, man. They tryna watch me. They do your own daddy.
All right, welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us Radio. It's time for random ass questions. All right, so my first question is to you is, would you rather look like a potato or feel like a potato?
If I look like a potato and I have this mustache, I'll look like Steve Harvey. So I would honestly like to feel like a potato because they probably don't feel shit.
I'm about to say, what does being a potato even feel like?
I don't know.
Damn.
Put some cheese on it.
Yeah, is it like, are you a regular potato? You mashed? You steamed?
Am I sweet?
Nah, I said you steamed or you mashed. Yeah, are you sweet? Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, are you sweet? Oh, man, it's a bunch of questions for that. Yeah, that's wild.
All right, next question. Would you rather be able to breathe underwater or have the agility of a cat?
It's like, that is a hard question. Because, if I go underwater, if I breathe underwater, I could be Aquaman. But then,
that's facts.
I am a huge ass cat person. Let's see. I would honestly breathe under. No. Can't do that because there's sharks.
And you ain't got the agility, so if that shark comes to you out of luck.
So I guess cat is the only thing you can really do at this question.
That's what I would do. Yeah. I would go with the agility.
Me too.
Yeah, I definitely want to have the cat agility.
All right. Would you rather be trapped in an elevator full of men with body odor or 3 soaked dogs?
See, the sad thing, I experienced the first one. I was 7 and we was stuck in the elevator for, an hour?
I got stuck in the elevator when I was 7 too. Now I think about it. Yeah, I was 7 and we was at a family reunion. I got stuck in the elevator. Oh goodness, that was the worst time of my life.
It's like, being the smallest person and having a very big family in one elevator, that ain't really just a fun trip.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. What type of dogs are we talking about?
I don't know, just a regular dog.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I feel like they all gonna smell just about the same if they were.
I mean, a Dalmatian, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll give you a Dalmatian.
Yeah, we'll give you Dalmatian.
Those dogs better be friendly because we finna spend the next hour in there.
All right, so if you had all the money in the world, what would be the first thing you buy?
Nissan Skyline.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Okay.
That's my first goal. Like, making the first music check? I get maybe 15,000. Mm-hmm. First thing I'm buying is a Nissan Skyline, which is the thing about it is it finally became street legal in the U.S. because it's known as cop car killer. Because cops can't really just catch up to it.
Yeah.
True. Okay. What's something you've tried that you'll never try again?
Let's see. Eating chitlins.
Oh, dang. How was that, bro? I know that was bad. I'm sorry. I feel bad for you, my guy.
Yeah, my family, they was like, either you finish that plate or you don't leave.
Ooh.
I guess I'm gonna stay here then. They was like, throw some hot sauce on it. And I was like, nope.
Oh, man.
Nope.
Was this like Thanksgiving or just a random ass day?
This is Christmas.
Christmas, okay.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
And I just got my 360 that year.
Can't even play it.
My man can't even play till he finished the chitlins.
Nope.
Gotta feed it to the dog or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Then the thing about it, the dog outside wasn't even eating them either.
All right, last question is, if you could lock up one person in a mental institute, who would it be?
Let's see. Uh,
There's a lot of worthy people out here. A lot of them.
there's a lot of people.
I feel like that's what Jesse gonna say. He gonna be like, I'm on drugs, and they gonna lock him up in the mental hospital or something.
Was it I would honestly have to say my ex-girlfriend. I can't really just say the name because I don't want to get sued.
What the hell did she do?
What was it? I remember me and her, we was celebrating her birthday. Well, actually, this is like maybe a couple days before her birthday. It's like a semi-long story. But what was it? So I'm gonna just cut straight. What was it? 12th grade year, 2014. Her birthday is in December, and what was it? So we're at lunch, and for some odd reason, every Friday, we got treated in the Shelby County schools. Every Friday we get chicken and waffles. Yeah, it's like the first time we had chicken and waffles at school, we ran out of syrup. A whole fight broke out. But what was it? This day, was it? She's extremely OCD about her chair, and was it her seat on the like table? Well, y'all get what I mean. But so. What was it? We go get our lunch. She didn't really put her stuff on like the chair, and so some dude randomly just took her chair, and she got real hot about that. So I told her like, "Yo, just take my chair. I'm gonna just go grab another one." But no, she wasn't having it, and so she a real deal took his plate of chicken and waffles and threw it across the lunchroom, right? And so they about to fight. Me and my homeboy Nick, we have to go and try to break it up. My dumb ass decided to try to like talk to the old dude, like calm him down. And then I look behind him, and then there's 10 other dudes coming my way. And then like my friend Josh, he's like, "Yo, don't touch him. He's a vice lord." And I'm like, "Oh God." And then so that led her to getting suspended because they actually fought, and we had to break that up. And so luckily I didn't get jumped. But so she got suspended. My whole birthday plans for her got ruined, and I was gonna make her like some cupcakes, get her some flowers or whatnot, that lovey-dovey high school stuff. And then so I still took her out to the movies. So we went to go see Big Hero 6, which was like a A1 movie.
Yeah, Big Hero 6 was definitely fire.
Yeah, like I really hope they do a part 2 soon.
Yeah, facts.
Like, I don't play Kingdom Hearts, but like I was so happy on 3 that they put San Fran Tokyo.
Yeah.
And so what was it? We went to go see that. We went to Baskin Robbins with her sister, and I bought her 2 new games. I bought her Infamous 2, and then I bought her what else? Prototype 2. Mm-hmm. And those are actually, well, Prototype 2 was actually one of my favorite games, and she has a PlayStation 3. Yeah. And I have Xbox, so it was pretty much a whole big cultural jump. But was it after that she got mad at me for some odd reason. It was one random chick who was asking me to help them take a picture, and I said sure. And she got mad because I'm talking to another woman. And I'm like, "Yo, you are too young to be doing like this little like claiming stuff right here." And so was it? She don't talk to me for about like 2 weeks during like Christmas break. And when she finally talked to me, she's like, "I just hope you know that like was it after we graduate, I plan on breaking up with you, and I don't really want to see you ever again." I'm like, "All right, cool. Let's just break up right now." And then like was it me and her just stopped talking, and then like everywhere we go, like was it my friends will constantly just try to bring her up, and I'm like, "Yo, just kill the conversation." But no, like was it? I hope that she's doing better now, but if she's still in that same mindset right now, I think that she really needs to go there.
All right. I appreciate you being on the show, man. Before we go, shout out your social media, anything else you want to say.
Oh, was it my my Instagram, Snapchat is oddsoul23. You can find me on SoundCloud, J Tokio, and that is Tokyo with Tokio. If you want, you could put the same put J Tokyo on PSN. Come catch these hands on Tekken. Was it shout out Illuminati House? That's my people in my apartment. Shout out Gold Perms in Memphis. What else? Shout out D Creates all the way in Knoxville or Chattanooga, Tennessee. Shout out Good Morning Coffee. That's my cousin. He's about to release his EP soon. Just shout out to anybody who's got a good mindset, who's trying to drive out and whatnot. And I have to hurry up. My bad. But y'all stay Gucci in the coochie.
All right, well, that's about it. Y'all can follow me, as y'all already know, on Instagram at bookq the DJ or Q dropping dope. Ambitious.
Yeah, follow me at Ambitious1K on Instagram. Follow Threshold Brace on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Until next time, You Can't Sit With Us Radio. We out.
We out.